Welcome to Wisdom at the Well. Today is day 43 of my 108-day commitment to create and communicate. So today's video is going to be a little different. I'm going to be talking about feet, walking, fascia, all sorts of good things. So bear with me, stay with me, and let's see where this goes. As you know, if you've been listening to my videos, I hurt my foot 7 weeks ago, and I've literally been off my feet. I haven't been walking since then, which is very different and very hard for me. And I thought by resting it, by wearing a boot, by taking it easy, that my foot would just somehow get better. It didn't seem broken, but it was very, very painful, and I knew it was inflamed. Last Sunday, a friend said, "Sarah, do you think that this is plantar fasciitis?" And I was like, "Oh, no, no, no. It's because I injured my foot," which I did. But as I'm looking at this with hindsight, I'm realizing that the injury actually exacerbated the plantar fasciitis that was starting in my foot earlier this summer, which I was kind of ignoring, and that it has brought it to a head, if you will, and in bringing it into my awareness is actually opening up a whole new realm of appreciation for the fascia in our bodies, a whole new appreciation with my self massaging and getting in touch with my feet, my body through self touch and like really learning what the fascia is. And then this ties all the way back to when I started Bowspring yoga in the winter, because Bowspring is a truly evolutionary practice of yoga that works with realigning the fascia in your body. And I it's taking me a while to get there. I was a full-on yes when I heard about Bowspring, from even my body saying yes, but in the actual practice, it's been very challenging for me. And as I've mentioned on a few videos, it's taken stopping walking, not being able to walk, to actually get me to the mat every day. Right now, I'm in class 2. I've been taking it very, very slowly, doing class 1 for several weeks, right? I'm now in class 2, which is about the feet. So I've been receiving the teaching about it and coming into a deeper practice around relaxing the top of my feet, which is so hard to do, engaging, melting, keeping my toes relaxed, all of this where my feet just want to go and go really tight. And what happened as I was in the 16-week Bowspring classes, my feet would just cramp up and hurt, hurt, hurt. And that made it really hard and made me want to quit. And yet, even in my feet cramping up and not feeling good about my body in the Bowspring, I still felt this internal yes, yes, stay with the Bowspring. Except I didn't, until my feet, or my hurt foot, has brought me back. I want to include in this is that, so about 2/3 of the way into the Bowspring class, I went on a pilgrimage with the British Pilgrimage Trust up in Yorkshire, a 5-day pilgrimage, extraordinary experience. I will post and link them below because I really, really support what they're doing in terms of reviving pilgrimage. In this particular pilgrimage, they partnered with Vivo Barefoot Shoes. So we each got a pair of Vivo Barefoot shoes as part of our registration fee, like our fee for it. So here are my first pair of Vivos. Their signature is on the bottom, the V right at the ball of the foot. Love these shoes. Don't love the color, but love these shoes. And the first morning I wore them in the pilgrimage, my feet loved them too. They felt so good and expansive and grounded in them. So they urge you to come into wearing Vivos slowly, because when you walk barefoot, you tend to definitely go balls of the heat first and then the heels. And you walk differently, so it engages different muscles. And I have definitely noticed that I tend to be a very choleric walker, hard on the heels. And that's what actually caused my injury when I was running through the airport to catch that flight, determined as I was. I think I, with very thin soled shoes on, was slamming my feet on the concrete hard floor of the airport to get through the maze of people and the maze of discourses. Is that what it's called? Um, to catch my plane, and I injured my foot. Actually, I think I exacerbated a condition that was starting that I was ignoring, which brings us back around to plantar fasciitis. Plantar fasciitis is a condition where the fascia of the foot gets really hard and brittle and inflamed. And and oh my gosh. So since my foot wasn't getting any better and actually hurt worse than ever on Monday, I decided to like do some fascia release work and to really massage my feet, working with the fascia using almond oil. I use young living oils of lavender and frankincense and pain away. And I've just been over the last 2 to 3 days working deeply in my foot and going into those points in the fascia that it's actually very tight and very painful. My foot feels better. My foot feels better for the first time in 7 weeks. So today I've spent some time deepening into the foot class of Bowspring, deepening into the self massage I've been doing, and noticing that my feet are feeling supple and alive again. And it feels really good. So my feet, through being injured, have actually brought me to this place of opening into a deeper awareness and appreciation of fascia. And I feel like this window is opening into this whole realm of what fascia really is. And the way I perceive it, it is an evolution of how we look at the body and how and what it does. And I'm not even going to get into what I think it might be because I don't know enough yet. I will post some links below, but there's something extraordinary and magical and multidimensional about our fascia, because not only does it surround and hold the muscles like the connective tissue, it actually is in between. So there's something about the fascia that when I haven't paid attention to it and have not been aware of it or ignored it, it's now getting my attention saying, if you truly want your body to evolve and stay like in alignment with your consciousness, you need to work with your fascia system. There, I said it. Like, and I need to know more what that means. And I'm so excited to explore and find out, like, so what is fascia really? What what role does it play in our bodies, and how does it contribute to the evolution of our bodies and the evolution of our bodies in partnership with our consciousness? So who would have thought that starting out doing a bowspring practice this winter would lead to my wearing barefoot shoes, which would bring me back into a very natural, organic way of walking, the way our feet are actually designed to walk, which is literally shifting how I meet the ground under me, which is then shifting how I walk, which is then contributing to a shift throughout my whole body. That's where I am. I'm just in the question and in the curiosity, but there's something here that I feel is so deeply, profoundly opening for me. And I am so excited to learn, to explore, to experience what this is. So that's the story of my feet. Thanks for listening. Until tomorrow.